going on, everybody? It's your boy, my here back again for another motherfucking banger, and today is Thursday. Story time. Woo! So today we are going to be talking about. This is going to be a part one. I'm going to have a part two because both of these, basically, long story short, I'm talking about my experience on dating in high school because I've only dated 2 women in high school. I haven't dated any in middle school. Well, I had crushes in middle school. And elementary, I've had like at least, I have to say, like 4. One was in a relationship. The second one was like a brief relationship. And the third one was like crush. And the fourth one was a crush as well. So I've dated before. I'm experiencing this. But high school, I dated 2 girls that really, I'm not going to say they were out of my league, but I kind of questioned if they actually loved me in a way. You know what I mean? So let's just start with the first one. The first one that had that I started dating first semester of junior year. The second one is going to be in a part 2 video. So stay tuned for the part 2. But for now, let's talk about the first one. So, and I'm not going to name any names. So, my first ex, I've known ever since 8th grade. I've known her since 8th grade. She's we've been tight. We've always hung out a lot, you know. And at the time she was nice. Yeah, she was a bitch. But mostly nice in a way. You know. But it wasn't until we got into high school is when things started to change a little bit. And I've had a crush on her ever since, I have to say, sophomore year is when I started to develop feelings for her. I always knew she was a bitch, but I didn't know she was like to the extent. Like I don't think she was always this way. I feel like when she came into high school, I think that's when shit switched up. I don't know if she had to be a certain type of person because of high school. I don't know what it is about high school, but if you're going into high school with friends or someone that you like or somebody that you're dating, high school tends to change a motherfucker, and it changed her. She was one of those people that it changed her. Like, well, as far as like people like me, like, yeah, I changed a little bit, but for me, it was more so growth. It was more so growth. Like, I grew different. I experienced shit. I'm not the same naive motherfucker. Whereas her, yeah, she was a bitch, but she was nice. But when she came in high school, she became a bigger egotistic bitch. Like, very egotistic, very, like, narcissistic, very, just selfish, so, like, pig-headed. Like, she really thought in her head that she was bigger than everybody else. That she was above everybody else. Like, that type of mentality. So she really did she got beside herself. But I don't know why I had a crush on her. And this, yeah, she changed like when we got into high school, but it wasn't to the extent of where it had gotten worse when we hit junior year. And that's when I started to date her. Like, I had a crush on her sophomore year, and then junior year, I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and ask her out. So, I asked her out, and this was around the time of homecoming. It wasn't no, oh, I need somebody to be with for homecoming, or none of that. It just happened to be around the time homecoming was coming up, and I was just like, you know, like, fuck it, and like, if I like you, so why am I gonna be around the bush? You know, if we date, we date. If you're willing to date me, that's fine. If you're not, and you're like, Lamont, let's just stay friends, then I understand that. You know, I'll feel some type of way, but I understand. I kind of wish she would have just said, you know what, fuck it, let's just be friends. Let's not make things different, because we were friends, and then we started dating. I don't know what it is, but people say don't date friends, because when you date your friends, right after you dated them and you broke up with them and all that, your relationship, whether it's a friendship or couple relationship, whatever you want to call it, it's just not the same. And that's what happened. I dated her, and I found out who she truly was, and then we were never the same. We never repaired from that, especially how she did me wrong. So let's just get into it. Basically, I asked her out. I said, "Hey, I like you." I'm not just saying I like you in like a friendly type of way, like, oh, you cool, you cool. I mean, I have feelings for you, and I'm surprisingly, she had feelings for me back. Now, I'm kind of wondering, were they real feelings, or were they just, oh, let me use you as a metal to just say, hey, I got a man, now what, like as some sort of prize or something. I don't know, because how she did me wrong at the end of this game, it just wouldn't have made sense. Like, if you have feelings for me, you like me like that, why did you do me as wrong as you did? I'll never understand. But she said, she was like, all right, let's do it. I like you, you like me. Let's date. And then we came out to all the friends. We were like, hey, we a couple now, holding hands and shit and everything. And and I was just like, yep, we cool, we dating and everything. So now y'all watch your mouths what y'all say about her, because I was about that shit. Don't talk about my girlfriend. Don't say none of that shit. How you feel about it is how you feel. Watch your mouth, because we dating, and I'm not gonna lie that shit. So this lasted for about a week. Well, 2 weeks. So we're walking down. We've been walking down like the hall, up and down the hallways, holding hands, arm around her, like, yeah, this my girl and shit like that. You know what I mean? Um, I don't know. I guess we were like flexing. I don't know. It was kind of like flexing and shit like that. Like, I got my arm around, like, yeah, this my girl. What's up and all that. Um, but then by the end of the week, and I asked her out on a Monday. Well, no, I asked her out on a Friday. Then when we came back from the weekend is when we were like holding hands and shit like that. Cause yeah, we talked over the weekend and everything. But then when we came back that Monday, we were all holding hands and shit like that. And that lasted for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then that's when Thursday shit flipped. Shit flipped quick. And I'm like, what the hell? That's when that Thursday at lunch, I shit you not, we have the same friends. We're all in the same group together. And let me just tell you, all of us in the group have dated each other. All of us, everybody in the group has dated each other. I mean, I haven't dated every girl in the group, but I mean, all of us have booted up with one another. You know what I mean? Like, my friend had dated my other friend, and the other friend dated this friend, and the other friend dated that friend. Like, we've all been together. And some of us have tried to fuck around and say, hey, I like you too, and this and that. One of the relationships, like back in sophomore year, shit, I was almost in a threesome relationship with 2 women. But that's a story for a whole nother day. Cause shit got crazy. I mean, I wasn't it, because at the time I didn't really understand much about threesome relationships and shit like that. But now thinking about it now, that shit would have been right. That shit would have been tight. But you can't go back. You can only move forward. But yeah, that's a story for a whole nother day. But back to this story, because this story was crazy. But yeah, we were all in the same group. I was hanging out with the homies, right? Why is she calling me nonstop? Texting me nonstop. Like, why didn't you call me back? Or why aren't you answering my text? Or why aren't you? I'm at lunch waiting on you, and you over there talking to them. I was like, I thought you were hanging out with girls, first of all. And second of all, I didn't know we had to sit next to each other every single day. I mean, yes, I understand you can sit with your girl and you all that and talk, but damn, can I have some space? Like, she was getting clingy. Like, she was clingy, and I don't like a clingy. I don't like that clingy shit. Like, yes, we could be like, what's up and everything. We could kiss, we could hang out, we could have little dates and shit like that at lunch and shit like that. But don't be clingy with it. Don't follow me everywhere I go, Or don't make me feel like I can't speak, or I can't have some sort of opinion, or if I say something out of line, you gonna get in your feelings and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, yes, we can be in a relationship, but damn, can we have some space a little bit? I mean, what the fuck? It was pissing me off. So it was just shit like that. Like if I didn't answer her texts or her phone calls, the whole world would come to a motherfucking end. Like literally a whole end. And it'd be over bullshit. You know what I mean? Like if we around a group and I'm laughing, I'm joking, I'm making jokes and shit like that. If she didn't like the joke, she'll get pissed off. Or if like if I didn't agree with what she said, she'll get pissed off. Like I was in a situation where it was almost as if I spoke or I didn't agree with her, I was gonna get like fucked up type of shit. Because it got to, like there was one time she got mad, she fucking hit me. She fucking hit me. And my friends don't even know this shit. My friends, they don't even know this shit. But she fucking hit me, bro. Like she hit me, like literally, boom. Because I didn't agree with her. We were arguing and shit like that. It just was crazy. So I was like, hell no. And I had to. That's when I was like, that's when the line was kind of a little bit drawn for me. Because I was like, one thing we not gonna do is we're not gonna put our hands on each other. We can yell, we can argue, we can cuss, all that shit. Cause yeah, couples cuss. And couples argue with each other. We cuss each other out and shit like that. But what we're not gonna do is we're not gonna put our hands on each other. If I don't put my hands on you, if I ball my fist and hit you, it would have been a whole different story. You know what I mean? So if I can't hit you, you damn sure can't hit me. Boys shouldn't hit girls. Women should be hitting men either. That's a two-way street. Nobody should be putting their hands on anybody in a relationship. Period. Like, nah, I can't rock with that shit. I can't, because I always told myself, don't let nobody put no hands. Don't let no woman put your hands on you. Period. Don't be in no abusive relationship, because it goes both ways. It ain't just no woman getting their ass beat by men. Men get their ass beat by women too. And I be damned. Come here close. I be damned if I'm gonna be getting my ass whipped by a woman. Or be in an abusive relationship. Period, nigga. I wasn't going for that. And I was like, See, no. You're being clingy. You're being controlling. Now you try to put your hands on me. Nah, we can't. We can't do this. And I didn't even come. I hadn't even, before I could even break up with her. Why am I getting a call? Because I literally told my friend. I told one of my friends. I didn't tell all of my friends. I told at least one of them, like, yo, she's being controlling, she's being clingy, and now she's putting her fucking hands on me. I can't do this shit, bro. I gotta fucking leave. So I had already planned to break up with her. But what really, really made me draw the straw, what really made me resent her, was when I got a call. No, I got a fucking text. I got a text from one of my friends. And they know who they are. By the way, thank you all. Because you literally made me dodge a bullet there. I get a text because I'm at a whole nother school for first and second period. My junior year, I go to like TSW. That was my work. That was like my transfer to work like little program that led me to Westmac Project Search. That also led me to the job that I have now. So I was getting prepared to work and everything. First and second period, I was at Auburn Free High School. A whole nother school. This shit went down in the morning, bro. The fucking morning. I get a text from one of my friends saying, yo, Lamont, you ain't gonna believe this shit. So-and-so is literally up here, hugged up, leaned over by who you know who. And it was the dude that I don't fuck with, that crazy motherfucker that I gave y'all the last story time. That's the person that she was hanging up on. Mind you, I had issues with him already. Motherfucker was jealous and crazy and shit like that. So that's what also led to me doing what I do to him. And this is what led me to break up with her. Because, let me get this straight. You're bitching because I'm hanging out with my homies. You're bitching because I'm making jokes. You're bitching because I don't agree with you or somewhat is not the dutiful, quiet husband. Why did I almost say husband? I was about to say husband. Hell no, that shit would never happen. Boyfriend. The dutiful boyfriend that just sits in the corner and be quiet because I'm not a quiet motherfucker. I'm loud and shit like that. You're not happy with any of those things. And you're always yelling, you better not cheat on me, you better not cheat on me, you better not cheat on me. But you cheat on me and it's okay, right? Make that shit make sense. So I was pissed. I called him. I'm like, what the fuck? So they were on this and that. They literally was over there hugged up on each other. Yeah, and he said that he didn't know she was coming home to him. Bullshit. Any man or boy nowadays knows when a woman or a girl is coming on to them. It don't take a rocket scientist to know that. It don't. So I wasn't trying to hear none of that shit. And I was literally pissed because I was like, fuck this shit. When I get to school, I swear to God, the minute I see that motherfucker, I'm decking him in his throat. I'm gonna punch that motherfucker in the throat. I'm gonna knock his ass. I was pissed. I was gonna fuck him up when I got back there. But then my friend was like, no. Remember what we gotta do. We gonna handle him. You just worry about her. We gonna handle him. And I was just like, I was so pissed. And it was like, fuck this shit. This shit ain't worth nothing. Fuck it all. I was literally like, fuck it all. I'm ready to catch a charge. I'm ready to go to jail. I was pissed. Because one thing I ask of a girl, one thing I ask is, who the fuck is this at my house? Who the fuck are you? Hold up, y'all. Oh, okay, they left. I was going to say, because they were pulling my phone like, who the fuck is at my house? Anyways, one thing I ask of a woman is, don't fucking cheat. If you're not happy with me, then just fucking break up with me. I'd rather you break up with me and tell me that you're not happy than you fuck around and cheat. Because if I'm not going to cheat on you, don't cheat on me. And you, and y'all, you girls, y'all women, y'all have, like, y'all have, it's something about y'all when y'all cheat. It just makes it a little more trifling in a way. I don't know. And I don't mean to be like that though. Because yes, men cheat. We cheat. You know, and we've always been told, oh, y'all cheat all the time. Why do y'all do this? Why do y'all do that? But when y'all cheat, y'all have like a sneaky, vindictive way of doing it though. You really y'all do. Don't comment down below saying y'all don't, because y'all know y'all do. Y'all just have some eerie, like, sneaky way of doing it. And then when you get caught, 9 out of 10, you don't give a fuck. Like, yeah, I cheated, nigga. Now what? What you gonna do? Because if we put our hands on you, we going to jail. But if we cheated on you, y'all be wanting to fight us and shit like that. Y'all be wanting to fight who we fucking around with and shit like that. If we go out, we going to jail. You know what I mean? And that's what my friend was trying to tell me. It ain't worth it, Lamont. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth none of that. And I was like, eventually, I had calmed down. And I ain't handled them motherfucker. I handled him. But as far as her, I was done with her. I broke up with her and I said, you trifling as fuck. And I could have went off on her. I could have called her a whole bunch of names in the book, but the child of God. I could have went off. And had I done that, I would have been wrong, right? I would have been wrong, but then again, I wouldn't. But then in the case, I would have been wrong, right? Because at the end of the day, she's still female and shit like that. You should disrespect a female. But she disrespected me, you know what I mean? So it's like, I was just like, I'm done with you, bro. You just trifling. You the worst type of trifling for me. Because one thing I can't stand is a fucking cheater, though. I can't stand that shit. Like, that's how bad I was. I was mad because I was like, I literally named out all the things that she did throughout that relationship. And mind you, this was a week. This was like the shortest relationship I've ever been in. literally the shortest relationship I've ever been in. And I was like, we've only been dating a week. And in that 1 week, I really found out who she really was, and that's when it made me resent her, and made me actually be disgusted by her. And it kind of made sense as to why her ex, who she talked about in 8th grade all the time, broke up with her. You know what I mean? You know, when you really find out who somebody really is and what they'll actually do to you, it's like it makes you kind of resent them in a way, you know. And what made it more bad is that you literally saw me in a vulnerable state when I lost my friend. You know what I mean? So I was pissed. You know what I mean? So, and if I say, you know what I mean, one more motherfucking time, bro. But long story short, I broke up with her and I cut ties. You know, we couldn't even be friends. We were just more so cordial because at the end of the day, we were still in the same group. So, yeah, it took me a minute to actually start being around her, but never again was I ever gonna date and do all that shit because it was just no. And mind you, like I said, I was literally about to break up with her, but it doesn't matter if I was already having plans to break up with her or not. She didn't know that, no. You still was in a relationship before I even broke up with you. You were still in a relationship. Why do you think that it's okay to go and try to fuck around with somebody who's supposed to be my friend too? Like if it was a random motherfucker, I would have been pissed off, but then I wouldn't have been that pissed off because you fucking around with somebody I don't know. But you have to fuck around in the group though. That's what's trifling. Why do the chicks always gotta cheat in the group or the family though? That's dirty. That's grimy as fuck to me. You know what I mean? Like it just makes me question your character in a way. You know, like, I never can understand why people tell us they do that, but motherfuckers been doing that for years. So it's like I don't know, but it just ain't gonna change how I feel. That's grimy as fuck. But long story short, I broke up with her, and I was just like, you know, obviously we're gonna have to be in a group around it, be around each other because we in a group and everything. So we're not boyfriend or girlfriend. We're not friends. We're just cordial. We've learned to be cordial in a way. Yes, we argue. Yes, we fight. Yes, we all that, but not fight lately. I mean, like argue. Cause let me clear that up. Cause every time you gotta clear shit up. Cause motherfucker be like, you fought her and shit like that. You gotta clear shit up when you speak. But we were just cordial. We weren't. There was no titles. There was no friendship. There was no like intimacy. None of that shit. It was just cordial. So that was that. Bottom line, when it comes to that, is just don't be in a relationship where motherfuckers gonna control you, or don't be with somebody who's gonna make you feel like you can't speak your mind or be who you are. Or don't be with somebody that's gonna abuse you mentally, emotionally, or even physically. Like that shit ain't cute. That shit ain't nah. That shit ain't cool at all. Like it's not cool feeling like you ain't shit or being like abused mentally. It's not cool like especially getting abused physically. It's not cute. It's not cool like getting fucked up in the jaw and shit over bullshit. That ain't cool. Whether you a female or a man, that shit ain't cool at all. Cause it goes both ways. Nobody should be putting their hands on each other at all. Nobody should be abusing anybody mentally and emotionally. Nobody should be making anybody feel like they can't have no opinion or saying shit, or making them feel like they can't just talk. Like they gotta be quiet. It's not just one. It like or don't make nobody feel like they got. Don't make nobody feel like they gotta speak for you or like you gotta speak for them. Like you're your own person at the end of the day. Yes, you're in a relationship, but you still are a person at the end of the day. So that's the best advice I have on that. Stay tuned for part two because my second semester and junior year girlfriend, well ex now. That's a whole nother story because what she did to me was fucked up as well. Well, just as fucked up as well. So it was just like I don't know what it is. Maybe it's Maybe it's because of the girls that I was dating as well, and because and it being the fact that in the class that we were in, I don't know, like high school. Listen, I will admit, some relationship I did not make the best choices in who I date, but those two, big mistake. Like the second one lasted for at least I had to say 3.5 years. Well, no, it was no. Actually, it was 2 years. I'm gonna take that back. It lasted 2 years. Wasn't even worth 2 years wasted. Like I could have been. I like yeah. But hey, I live with no regrets. You live and you learn. That's part of being young. Anybody who follows me or subscribe to me, if you're young, you know. And you can comment down below, tell me your experience. Or you don't have to. It is what it is. But I'm gonna get off of here because I gotta eat and order this Uber to go to work. Be on that grind. So what I'm gonna need y'all to do is I'm gonna need y'all to like, I'm gonna need y'all to comment, and I'm gonna need y'all to subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications for all the motherfucking beggars. And I shall see you in the next video. Deuces, nigga!